Again, we started last week on the topic exposing the spirit of Jezebel and his influence on marriage, and today we are going to be looking at the part 2. Thank God for the responses that I've gotten all over the world, and there were questions that were raised. I'm going to try to see how I can attend to those questions today, but please just come along with me. God bless you. Now, before I start to this topic, share with you today, I want us to just listen to this story I have to share with you. I came across this story this morning, and I just feel like sharing this story with you before we continue. There was this friend of mine. We grew up together, my childhood friend. We schooled together, graduated together. But after graduation, we left off each other. I came across him a few years ago, and he was boastfully telling me about how successful the marriage was. I got married to a very wonderful wife, spiritual, spirit-filled, and that he had to do that because he didn't want to take any chances. I ran into the wife this morning, and the wife was lamenting to me that the husband had filed for a divorce, that as we speak now, the marriage had broken. And I asked her why. And of course, all the flimsy excuses that he had to give. I asked her not to work, she worked, and of course, the bottom line of it was that the young man went into another marriage, extramarital affairs, and he just couldn't cope with the marriage and they had to break up. Now, this story is true of a lot of marriages out there. Marriages are breaking these days. And last week when I talked about the influence of the spirit of Jezebel, most often than not, we will peg it on the woman. We will condemn the woman. It will look as if, we are saying this because we want to condemn the woman. It will look as if we are saying this because the woman is the devil, and that's what I want to use this part 2 to correct. Friends out there, please, I want you to listen to me. This is what I want to use this part 2 to correct. It's not about the woman. The woman is not the one that is at fault. It's the spirit that is at war with the woman. There is a spirit that is at war with the woman, and of course, they are just taking advantage of the woman to use her in one way or the other. Otherwise, a wise husband, a wise man will understand that it's not the fault of the woman, and so therefore should not condemn the woman, because the woman is always at the receiving end out of it. Otherwise, we'll say, you talk about Jezebel's spirit, you say the woman is a Jezebel. I mean, we've condemned her. If we are going to move forward in our marriages, if we are going to be practical about solving the issues in our marriages, we need to drop that belief that is all about the woman. We need to discard that understanding that is all about the woman. And I'm going to make you understand that it's not about the woman, and why we need to sympathize with the woman over the scar she has received on this matter, so that we can pray for her, we can support her, we can encourage her and strengthen our marriage again. I'm going to look at Genesis chapter number 3. I'm going to read verse 15 briefly. Genesis 3, verse number 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Now, listen to that. The curse that God placed upon the woman was directly against the woman, or set up the woman with the devil. I'm going to put an enmity between thy seed and her seed. So it's about the war of the seed. There is something going on out here. It's about the war of the seed. The woman is under attack. Why is the woman under attack? Now listen to me. Let me just do this illustration a little bit so that you understand why the woman is at the center of it all, and why we must not blame her, why we must not condemn her, but we must look out for ways to helping her and ensuring that she's empowered out of the situation where she had found herself. Now, the man that was created, Adam, was the direct seed of God. When God planted the seed of a man, he became Adam. But when God was to make the woman became the seed of Adam. So God also planted the woman, and the woman became the fruit out of Adam. Now listen, you might not understand it, but let me break it down. What it means is that the man is the product of God, or the man is the upgrade of the idea of the Spirit of God. And so we have the man. However, the woman is the upgrade on the man. Is the upgrade on the man. That sounds so shocking. The woman upgrade, Yes, the woman is the upgrade. You know, a lot of us, we are used to a lot of modern cars. If you have a Toyota car or you have a Ford car, today you will have a particular model, tomorrow you will have another model. The newest or the latest model is always an upgrade of the previous one. Listen to me, friends, this might shock you to know and to believe that the woman is actually the upgrade on the man. The woman is the upgrade on the man. Because when the man was made out of the dust. But the woman was already the man when he was made. And so when God made the woman and made her out of the bone, it means that God upgraded on the dust. So it was not just about the dust, it was about the finished product of the man that became the raw material for the woman. And so often the time when the Bible uses the word that the woman is the weaker vessel, thank God the Bible uses the word vessel, not the content. Vessel. Vessel is just the carrier. It's about her body. It's about her frame. It's about her femininity. But hey, the truth of the matter is the woman is actually stronger in terms of content. Her vessel might be the weaker, but her content is the strongest. The woman is not a weak being. She is an upgrade on the man. And that was why the devil targeted her. And that was why the devil went after her. Because the devil knew that if he could get the woman, he would get the man. And so you need to understand that the power in the life of the woman is what the devil is up against. It's what the devil is pursuing. The devil wants to ruin the woman. The devil wants to ridicule the woman. The devil is against the woman. I mean, in the Garden of Eden, it was about the serpent and the woman. But in the long run, the Bible said in the Revelation that the dragon rose up against the woman. I mean, see how much a serpent has become a dragon. And of course, the woman is still where she is. But listen to me carefully. God has a plan for women. Yes, Jezebel is influencing the woman. Jezebel is using the woman as a gateway against the marriage or in the marriage. But you need to understand that God has a purpose of redeeming the woman through whatever she has already lost. And that's why husbands out there, I need to explain this, I need to beg you. If your marriage is not working, your marriage is breaking up, instead of you complaining about the woman, you need to understand that your woman, your wife, is the gift that God has given to you. The devil is against your gift. The devil is against her. It is a war against her. And so if we can get to understand this, the man will understand as well that his role is the leadership role to go back to where it all started. I don't intend to have this video very long, but please listen to me. Now, instead of us to be complaining about what the woman is doing, instead of us to be fighting ourselves, let's get it all back again. The man is the leader in the marriage. I mean, how did you get married to your wife? The story I just shared with us this morning, my friend said so many beautiful things about the woman. How did it become the way it is today? It's all about your leadership. You must directly and deliberately take the step back to delivering this woman. The woman is susceptible. She's under attack. Don't blame her. You know, she will misbehave. Yes. Often the time I always tell my wife that she's my first child. And you know what we do to our children? We take our children just for who they are and what they are. You know, they mess up themselves, we clean them up, and then we bring them up again. So please, it's my advice. If you're going to make your marriage work, two things. The man must understand the place of leadership, and then the woman must understand the place of management. Leadership is for the man. Go back to your leadership and go back to where you missed it. It used to be very rosy. How did you miss it? Go back there. And then the woman must understand the place of management. She has to be properly managed. It's what you put into her, you get out of her. If you put love into her, you get love out of her. Just like if you put a sperm into her, she will give you a baby at the end of 9 months. Hey, that's what the woman is. So if you're going to restore your marriage, come on, sit down. Let's get talking. Let's get back into those things that used to work, how it used to be those days. Friends, I'm going to round up with this. In the next video, I'm going to be talking to us about the 3 areas where this Jezebel spirit has wrecked marriages. I mean, number 1, over sex, money matters, we call it finance, and we'll talk about priorities. So we're going to be talking about sex, money, and priority. What we prioritize, money management, which is financial management, and of course, sex. Let's not put the blame on the woman. It's not about what you are not doing, or what we are not doing as husband. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me. I see you again. Thank you.